So you're the anomaly. Yes? No? Are you the one who put me here? Yes. Okay. Will you let me out? Oh. Can I persuade you to perhaps let me out? Can we talk? You, no, we can't. Can I talk? Can you? Okay, first. Can you talk? No. Okay. I assume that's what the shaking the head means? Yes? Okay. Well, you seem to be responding in a way I understand, so we'll go with that. Can I keep talking? Yeah? I mean, am I allowed to continue talking to you? Yes, okay, cool. I just want to make sure you weren't just like affirming that I could talk and think I'm stupid. No, you think I'm stupid. Okay. Well, that's not very nice, but okay. Why did you trap me here? Right, that's not a yes or no question. Do you have any other way of communicating? Oh, telepathy. Okay, you're in my head. All right. Just so you can do that. That's cool. Why did you trap me in this reality? Is that what this is? Is this like a pocket dimension type deal or a parallel? Okay. Yeah. Now that makes sense. Why? I was trying to capture you first. Okay. All right. Look. Can I explain? Yeah. Okay. We were trying to figure out what was going on. There have been a lot of people disappearing. They were shooting at you with guns. Yes, I figured that. Also with bows. Somebody was okay. Do bullets hurt you? Out of curiosity, can those even? It's the principle. It's the principle of the thing. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. So you understand principles. That's neat. Should I take the no? Okay, don't touch anything. All right. Okay. So we were kind of trying to trap you, but we were mostly trying to figure out what was going on and figure out if you could be trapped. How is that it? Well, in case you couldn't, we wouldn't do that. What do you mean? Yeah, okay, duh. But all right. We weren't gonna hurt you, though. We were gonna make sure you're taken care of because we wanted to protect the people. Because, yeah, people shoot at things that they're scared of. We tried to shoot it. Okay, he was not authorized to do that, and you made half of him disappear. So I think you're even on that. And I did not tell them to do that. They were told not to engage. So I apologize for the actions of. Yes, I'm technically in charge of them. I was special agent in charge, but my whole. Are any of them still alive? Yeah. Okay. Any of them make it back? Or are the rest of them trapped like me? Only me. You only trap me. Okay, is there... Okay. Why just me? Not that I'm ungrateful. I'm glad you spared my men because I was in charge. Okay, because you know I'm not the I have people in charge of me too, right? But I was the most in charge where you were. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm tracking. Okay. All right. That's cool. What's with the cats? Didn't want me to be lonely. That's nice of you. I appreciate that. Are they trapped here too? They live here. Well, yeah, I live here too now, sort of. But like, did you put that? No, they're from here. Things are from here. Well, I don't know how this reality works. Okay, I'm trying to understand. All right. How long do you plan on keeping me here? What do you mean that question is invalid? How can that? Time's not real? I mean, it's pretty real where I'm from. I'm not where I'm from. Is time real here? No. Seasons are changing, and that's like the oldest form of marking time. Different. That's different. Okay. The clock goes and the days are happening, but times, that's how we measure time passing. So does that just not count, or it's not non-linear? Okay. Yeah, I know I'm processing everything out loud. I'm sorry. This is a lot, and I'm trying to figure it out, okay? I apologize for my tone. I'm sorry. I'm just a little stressed. I've been here a while, and as much as I value my alone time, being trapped is not something I enjoy, and being cut off from everyone I know and love for what, from my perspective, felt like an indeterminable amount of time was not great for my sanity. So, you can tell, yeah, are you rooting around in there? A little. Could you not? Okay. Yeah, my brain I would like to keep private largely, if that's all right with you. Oh, I don't look so great. Well, thanks. Appreciate that. Bags under my eyes. Well, it's hard to get a circadian rhythm going when time isn't real. What's a circadian rhythm? It's like a sleep cycle. It's the rhythm people sleep at. Okay, yeah, it wasn't good before I came here, but that's not the point. Oh. Can I please go home? I'll lie. I'll lie. I'll tell them you got away, and well, that's actually not really a lie, because like I'm not gonna be able to track you. I'll say you're not worth tracking down, which actually that's not a lie either. I don't think, not that you're not worth the effort. I'm sure you're quite valuable, but like I mean, you make it too much of a hassle for us to get any benefit from you, for the organization to get any benefit from you. It's not worth the time. You're not like dangerous enough. You only act in self-defense. Um, could you? I could listen. I'm gonna have to undergo a long debriefing period with some psychiatric evaluation. I'm gonna be quarantined for a while, so I'm gonna be trapped even longer while they try to figure out what happened. I'm gonna be tested like you wouldn't believe, not just like not like a written test, although I'll have some of those too. But they're gonna do other like reality-based testing on me to make sure I'm still anchored properly to reality and didn't bring anything back with me, and there's no hitchhikers or any other weird. There's a lot. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna be tied up for a long time, but during that, they're also going to be asking me for my opinion as the team lead, like I'm the special agent in charge for a reason. And I have a lot of say in my assessment. Um, so here's the thing: they have stuff for like testing whether or not I'm truthful. So I can't really lie. I mean, I could lie, but it wouldn't help. So what would be better? Hear me out. Is if you just avoided where people were. Like people only live in about 4% of the Earth. You don't like it. Well, we're on a seaside town, so I figured you like the ocean, not so much. And living, you can be here, right? You like our reality too. Okay, can you avoid people more? Can you avoid them more? You're doing a pretty good job, but like for mostly for their safety because they're gonna do something dumb, and I understand you have principles and you want to defend yourself, even if they can't actually hurt you. But like, could you maybe just avoid the people in general? I know I'm asking a lot. Like their food, can't you eat that food here? I can. You can. Well, why do you need to? The cats are wondering what I'm doing. Can they even see you? They're just here. Okay. All right. So, are you being difficult on purpose? It would make my job so much easier if you would just promise to do your best to avoid people even more than you're already doing, because then I can tell the organization that, and then they can classify you as a non-threat, or as threatened only, as a threat only if threatened, which is makes you kind of not worth bothering. Best left unbothered category. That's we can get that as like your classification. Do you have a name, by the way? I just realized I haven't asked that. I can't pronounce that. Do you? Okay. We'll just give you a number. Is that okay? We'll just give you a number designation because there's no way I am going to be able to pronounce that. That's human speech is not capable of making those noises. No. Can I ask you some other questions? Are you from here? Like Earth? Our Earth? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's pretty good. Would you be willing to let me go? I've learned my lesson. We'll leave you alone, and I'll get everybody else to leave you alone. Or I'll do my best. I guess I can't promise, but as it is, you know, they still might come after you anyway, but at least I'll have some sway and a say in that instead of just them doing whatever with nobody having a say. Right? So it's more some value to you. Please. Okay. Yeah, no, I thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going home. When am I going home? Reality, I know you said time's not real, so when in my reality will I be arriving? The day after I left. Just one. Okay, that's very generous. Thank you. Um, yeah, yeah, they're gonna have a lot of questions. And I'm gonna have to do my best to answer them. Especially if I want to keep my job, which is also a prerequisite for me having any kind of say in whether or not they bother you again. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, I can't change the organization from the outside, you know? Yeah, no, yeah, I get it. I understand. You want to be left alone, which is, I think, all the more reason to kind of stay away from people, right? Yeah, okay. All right. You have a lot of interesting abilities. Do you know how have you always had those? Yeah. How do you warp reality? How do I breathe? I guess I don't just yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. It's just a thing you do. I got it. All right. Um. Cool. Any other requests for me? Well, actually, I have are the cats gonna be okay? It's like I'm the one who's been feeding them. They're fed out of like same way the fridge is stocked automatically. I didn't have to do that. Why were they making me do it? Because okay, that's why you think I'm dumb. Got it. Understand one of the reasons. Thank you for clarifying that. All right. Can I go home now? Yes. Please. Can I hug you? Is that allowed? Thank you. No, don't touch. Okay. You're gonna zap me home now. All right. Well, bye. Sorry for all the trouble. Thanks again. Okay. All right. Bye.